Hello, and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show on Facebook, where we show you one cool thing, which we are testing out in the PC Mag labs. I'm Sasha Segan, this is Carol Mangus, and we have, as always, Social Pete taking your comments, questions, etc., etc. Please ask him anything, and he will either respond with a link or ask us. So we would love to interact with you as always. And speaking of interactive, Carol, what do we have here today?
It's R2-D2.
It's R2-D2.
This is the Droid Inventor Kit from LittleBits.
Okay.
It's so much fun. So we love LittleBits. Sasha and I and many, many other people love LittleBits. If you're not familiar, you get kits from this company with little electronics modules that snap together magnetically, and you can create circuits with them and then make inanimate things do things.
And more than circuits, I mean, one of the things that strikes me about LittleBits, as opposed to some of the competing kits like, say, Snap Circuits, is that the LittleBits modules can be very advanced. They can have microprocessors, yes. They can do really complicated things.
Really complicated things, and all kids have to do is understand how they work in a sequence. So that's what we did here. This is the latest kit from LittleBits. It's called the LittleBits Droid Inventor Kit, starring yours truly. And it's pretty easy to put together. The plastic pieces go together around the breadboard, which has the circuit, and it has a programmable module inside. So yeah, it was it was fun to put together, and now I can have him do things like you drive him from your connected device. And
now does it work with both? What operating systems does this app work on?
It works with either Android or iOS, but it has to be, you know, fairly newish.
Does it require a tablet, or could you use it with a phone?
You can use it with a phone.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the tablet's much easier in terms of just seeing what you're doing, because some of these things could get a little bit small. So you can drive them around, like I said. You can make them go in circles and all of that sort of thing, and then you can make them do all the all the wonderful noises. I mean, it sounds so authentic. People from all over the office were coming over and saying, "Where's R2-D2?" So.
And now he comes transparent like this, but that's not his like ideal end state, right?
Right. I didn't put stickers on him because I kind of like being able to see how all the workings inside there. But he comes with several different kinds of stickers, so you can customize them to your heart's content.
So you can make him evil or nice,
exactly,
or custom colored. No, I think this one is really for kids who want to be able to color it themselves.
They can do their own designs on there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that you can do with him is missions. So these are basically the different kinds of projects that LittleBits put together. You can create an obstacle course for him and then program him to walk through it. Have him record secret messages and bring them to somebody. There's lots of projects that you can work your way through, so it makes the kit very extensible. It's not just building him and driving him.
Now, do other LittleBits kits have these kinds of missions and projects to guide people into what they are supposed to do with these things?
They do have projects, but this is a little more specific, since he's a very specific project. Some of the LittleBits kits are a lot more open-ended. You're doing DIY crafts and animating them, you know. So he's pretty specific, but again, they were very creative about giving him lots and lots of things to do and giving kids lots of things to build for him to do. So that's one of the things we like about LittleBits, is that DIY feel to it.
Now, is there the possibility that, I'm going to rotate him out so that the bits are a little more clearly visible. Yeah. Is there the possibility that you could add more bits to him and add more capabilities?
Some of the later missions do that. So all of the LittleBits are backward compatible with any of the other bits that you would get in their kits. So yeah, you can give him new features, and you know, there's like an LED bit that you could put in there and make it light up and do different animations and stuff. It's really, the possibilities are very endless.
Now, how much does this cost?
This is $99.
Okay.
So it's a little bit less than the last thing that we talked about, the coding kit, which was nearly $300, but came with tons of educational resources. This is a great gift. We're looking to see this do pretty well at the holidays, I think.
Now, can you code him in any way? Can you like set sequences for him to do, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that with the as you go through the missions. It'll show you how to do that.
And it's connecting by Bluetooth?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks like we've got some questions.
Great.
How long does it take to assemble the actual R2-D2, like the chassis?
It didn't take very long. It's a little bit, parts of it are a little bit tricky to put together. So I'd say if you're getting this for a very young kid, you probably want to have parents sit with them and help them put some of it together. But it only took about maybe 15 minutes.
What would you say is the minimum age to be enjoying this toy?
Well, LittleBits recommends 7 and up.
Okay.
I think it depends on the kid, frankly. Like if you have a 5 or 6 year old who's really, sort of advanced, I think they could handle it pretty well.
Okay. Okay. And so, it looks like we have another question.
Good.
Also, can you just recap? I don't know if you mentioned price yet, and also what comes with that.
So the price is $99.95. I think it's $100, and you get all the stuff that you see here. You get all his components and the breadboard inside, and all the little bits, and you get a rechargeable battery as well. So everything you need to make him work, except for the smart device, which you have to have.
Now, do you know if other sort of construction toy brands are also doing Star Wars stuff, or does LittleBits have an exclusive on this?
I believe that there are other toys coming out with, in conjunction with the new movie, but none that I've looked at so far.
Okay. So how does this compare to? I mean, what it actually strikes me as really like is the Mindstorms or Kinects robotics kits more than the snappy electronics kits in this case.
Right. It's kind of a nice hybrid of those two things, I think, because it gives you the fun of building something and creating your own creation, and also of seeing how the inner workings come together and make it work.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yeah. So yeah, we like them.
Okay. So what are? Looks like we have another question.
What other droids are out there? Is this the only one that they have so far?
This is the only one that LittleBits has so far. There may be other droid kits, but
from other manufacturers, from other toy brands, basically.
Yeah. I have yet to see them. I will keep my eyes open for them.
I mean, I suspect a bunch are going to come out around the launch of the new Star Wars movie in December, right?
Right, and which just so handily is when the holidays are arriving as well. So
well, that's what Disney does.
Yeah, we should have some other cool Star Wars toys to look at.
Yeah, because I feel like actually with Star Wars 8. Like, we haven't seen, like, the promotional wave has not crested yet.
Not yet.
With Star Wars 8. And
it's just starting.
Yeah, we have not seen the toy onrush for that movie. We have not seen, promotions for the new characters, all of that stuff. Like, when does that typically hit? Would that hit, like, in more of a November timeframe?
I think so, probably. End of October, November.
Okay.
Our sister site, geek.com, I know that they are looking at some Star Wars toys that may not have, like, the digital components, but you might want to check on their site and see what they have.
Yeah, because I've heard that the new movie is going to have specifically some new droids, specifically some new evil droids.
Ah, okay. Well,
and people are interested in that.
You can make this one evil if you want to.
Now, can you make it make different sounds? Are the sounds pre-programmed, or like could you like record some spooky or angry sounds?
Well, the droid specific sounds are pre-recorded. There is an ability to record your own voice if you want to take a secret message to somebody. And I guess you can record whatever sounds you want to, really. Oh, sorry. This is the app. So the sounds are here, and then this little button lets you record your own sounds.
Okay.
So, yeah, LittleBits is really about inventiveness and creativity. So they're giving you some ways to do that, even though this is a branded product.
What are our editor's choices in terms of electronics construction toys right now?
We gave an editor's choice to the Lego Boost Kit, which is fantastic for younger kids. It's like Mindstorms Light. And the Gadgets and Gizmos LittleBits Kit also has an editor's choice.
And that's a little lower cost than the coding kit, right?
It's lower cost, and it's just sort of like, it's the basic kit to get if you haven't started with LittleBits yet.
Do you know if that one has the DC motor in it?
I don't remember specifically.
Okay, because I feel like if you want to do robotics, that is the
You
little
need
bits
that.
bit. That's the key.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the nice thing is that you can also buy individual bits on their website. So I believe that one is up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Along with
I would
the,
imagine it would
along
be.
with the newer ones like the CPU bit.
Yeah,
and
my
so
only
forth.
my only concern with LittleBits is really that you can drive up the price really quickly.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest solution out there, but I mean, considering the technology that goes into these little things, I kind of get it, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
there are other ways to go that aren't so
yeah,
expensive.
yeah. As I was saying before, they aren't simple circuits. I mean,
Right.
I'm looking at the 6 bits in here.
Yeah.
And one of them looks like it's Bluetooth.
And then there's this is the speaker bit.
Yeah, and then there's control hub, which I assume is just a whole pre-programmed CPU for this.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it's not, you know, you're not really learning about kind of capacitors and resistors
Exactly.
here. You're more learning about how to program at a higher level.
Right. Just I think it's more an education in how the circuits work, like what has to connect to what thing in order for it to do your action. So, but you checked out the Snapino set for us,
Yeah, we use,
and that's a little more down to earth.
Yeah, I mean, we play with snap circuits some at home, and that is more of the electrical engineering rather than the computer programming end of things,
Right.
where they are very down at the level of here's a resistor, you know, here's a single LED that you have to channel the power to.
Right.
Like it is much more that low level hardware, but
That you can buy. You could go to an electronics store and buy yourself too.
well,
right? Yeah.
no, like it's that you used to be able to buy at Radio Shack, and then Radio Shack kind of dismantled that whole business.
Okay.
Like I feel like snap circuits, like even 5 years ago, we were doing these little projects based on the drawers at Radio Shack, and like it is hard to find that stuff anymore. Like it is hard to find basic electronics. So snap circuits is kind of filling that niche,
Right.
at least at our house.
Right. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways to approach this kind of like sort of STEM-oriented toys market, and we're going to be reviewing more of these things. So stay tuned.
Okay, great. Any more questions out there?
With the app, that's not really related to any existing sort of programming language. It's really just their own proprietary.
It is their proprietary app, right?
But now, are there apps where with the other LittleBits kits, can you program them in like a block language or something like that?
The coding kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What language is
I
that
think
used?
that's based on, it's their language based on Blockly. I
Blockly.
believe?
Yeah.
Google Blockly.
Everybody
Yeah.
kind of branches off of Blockly.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is actually much more sort of in the trenches coding.
Yeah,
You really get an education with that kit, which is why it's meant for schools.
Right.
But you can still buy one if you want to.
Okay, great. So the LittleBits Droid Inventor Kit, you said $99, 4 stars.
Yep.
We like it. Get it if
Yep.
you like droids.
Yeah.
Basically.
Get it if you like droids, if you like little bits, if you like building things. There's a lot of fun here.
You can always tack on more bits. You can use it as a start of a bit empire.
Yes, as we have going here, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to see the crazy thing I made on the back desk with all of our little bits. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. This has been One Cool Thing with PCMag.com. We will be back at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow with another cool thing for you. What do you say about that, R2D2?